Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a person. There is a B in here. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages, all right? The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website, all right? Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? So the bee, right? That's an animal omen, all right? An animal omen. So that is symbolic. The symbolism ties down to a very superficial form of understanding, which means that this bee here, seeing as though no one will want to be surrounded by a bee or bees, and not only just because of the fact that they stink, but because they just make the sound that we don't want to hear, right? No one wants the presence of a bee, right? So what I'm channeling from that is that, no one wants the presence of the bee unless they equipped for it, right? The people that manufacture honey in the farms, right? When they harvest it, they need the bees. So these bees, they need to be taken care of with this equipment on. So this equipment, I'm channeling it as spiritual covering, right? And you're being covered so that the bees don't get to you. And the bees in this instance is symbolic to people that want a piece of your honey, right? Honey is symbolic to your destiny and your fate. They want a piece of that. They want your fate. They want your destiny. They want what is already in your name. And they after it. They've been after it. So you're being targeted spiritually. There's so many people in your energetic sphere at this time praying, conjuring, cauldroning, cooking, just in the magician energy. Like, so many people. You'd be surprised, beloved. You'd really be surprised. The lengths that people go through to get to a certain point of life, they will fight tooth and nail. They'll do whatever. And then there's people that, as much as they'll do whatever, they have restrictions where they say, I'm not going to tap into this vibration of being, it's too low for me. I'll never stoop that low. And then somebody else will say, I don't care what I have to do, I'll do it, right? And so you have people here that are in that state of being, I don't care what I have to do for her destiny or his destiny, his fate, her fate. They're after your livelihood in that way. So you're spiritually being targeted. But God has that covering, like a bunch of bees. Imagine bees, they harvest in such a expansive conglomerate. It's so many of them. And it just left as I said that. It's so many of them, right? When they producing this honey, right? So there's a lot of you that are being targeted, What was that? This is crazy. It's like that didn't want to come out. It's like these people, in their reality, in their world, in their life somewhere, they don't want to make it anywhere known that they want your life in this way. They want to completely shield that truth by acting like they are completely unfazed or unbothered by you, or they don't care. They don't see you, they ignore you and things like that. To people, that's how they want to come off. Right? And that's also what they want to convince themselves about, so that they keep it together. So many of these people after you, it doesn't make sense, man. It's like every person that crosses your path, you either teach them a lesson based on love or a lesson based on hate, because you have people that really love you and you have those that really hate you, right? But love always wins in the end. God's love for us keeps us safe and protected, all right? We have judgment. Yeah, if God declares that you will be safe and free from all weapons formed, then that's what it shall be. No harm shall come to you. No matter if harm is done, it will not come. So even if you were in a wilderness of pain, you are fated and destined to make it out of it, because no weapon formed will ever prosper. You will not lose to the pain. Same with these people. They don't understand. They will never have you like that. You'll never lose. So a bunch of people so weak within themselves that they spend every day worried about me. Why would I be so agitated about somebody or something, worried about somebody or something that their world revolves around me? So that's my role. I'm just a vessel, and God is using me, but I'm what they're afraid of. This person and these people, because it's multiple people as you've established. The reality is they have to live with this. Understand that God has already declared you to be who you are. With this Two of Pentacles energy, there is no other truth. Them wanting a piece of your honey, a piece of your destiny and fate, has nothing to do with the fact that God has already given you all of that. It's sealed. It has spiritual covering itself, as it is you. It is your fate, your destiny. We have Aries energy. We have Scorpio energy. We have Taurus energy. We have the moon, Cancer energy. These are a bunch of people that have deep wounded childhood memoirs, meaning memoirs of, it's like a photo album, right? All those memoirs, not memories, memoirs, meaning like you kept track of these experiences. These people have rotten memoirs that are festering within them, things that they need to address so that they heal and elevate higher. And those things are rotting inside of them because these people keep choosing to feed into their own darkness. And anyone of the light will obviously irritate them. And because they want to be of the light, but they want to have the cheap way out, they don't want to put in the work, they want to steal, they want to be thieves. Because they don't have it in them to be anything else. So they're the weakest in the link. Anyone in this energy towards you, understand they're so weak. You think a bully is tough because they're the ones bullying? No, the one that isn't the bully is the toughest. Because the one that wants to make the loudest noise has the most demons. They want to be you, have what you have, da da da. And the more God protects you, because your memoirs, you've handled things. You have your own stuff that you needed to work on, traumas, pain, all these things. But you did. They failed to do that. And they making it your problem. They want to steal from you. They want your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance. The fact that you are not meant to go through what they're going through. You are meant to be somebody that lives life through such a glorious and divine energy. It is you who walks in that path. What does that have to do with them? Stay in your lane, guys. Stay in your posts. Because these witches and warlocks and demonic forces and dark principalities, they're always hungry for new flesh of light. They don't want to stay in their lane because they have to feed this craving, this spirit, this energy. They house it, right? It's inside of them, so they have to live with it. That's why we all have to live with what we do, because it's what we did. So they all living with what they did, and they just don't want to accept that they did it to themselves. They mad at you because God seems to be on your side, and to them that's like an insult because of what they're going through. They weren't there when you walked this path with God. Now they want to claim what all you've earned. They want to claim what you've earned. Wow. Some people are just destined for what they're destined for and fated for what they're fated for. You have people that their destinies and fates are tied to such in-depth darkness because they've done such in-depth dark things. There's no getting out of this for them. you know that you're being targeted spiritually and people are trying to reach onto you in this way. You know that these spiritual parasites are after you. They don't see something coming here for them. Things are gonna get so much better for you and so much worse for them. They made their bed, they should lay in it. Praise is due to the Most High God, because the Most High God will fight for us, even when we don't know that we need protection. Even though we think someone's innocent and they're not, someone's sincere and they're not, God is there fighting and binding our faith and truth with who we are, His children, not what the enemy wants us to be. Imagine if these people could actually do all of this too. Like, it's so unrealistic to even imagine it, because you'd be going through, I don't know if you'd even be alive. People that are just in spiritual war against you, fighting this spiritual battle against you, after you in this way. It's insane. You have the Four of Wands. They want your promised land. They want what God is going to do for you, has done for you. They want it. And there's no way around it. Like, these are people that bloodthirsty for that. They're willing to do anything. Like, with this devil energy, they don't care what they need to do. They don't care. But the thing is, God doesn't care either. God doesn't care that they want so desperately to see you down. God cares that that's not your fate and destiny. And I will prove that to them by protecting you regardless of what they do. Imagine you as a person, beloved, just put yourself in these people's shoes. An analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. You're walking this path of life knowing that you did something to someone spiritually that is so deep, and you're just waiting for it to hit that person. You will obviously devote your life to see it happen, and when it doesn't, you will fall into what you've done, because you will be scared of what you've done. You will carry and own that cross when it's all said and done. These people coming back to the generalization of this message, they know what they tried to do to you, beloved, and seeing it not work out is having this effect that's leading these people to really lose it. Like, they're losing it individually. If this is also collaborative, you know, as a group, like, they try to dethrone you from your fate and destiny. They try to cook up with the magician plans, ploys, schemes, strategies, And God said no, time and time again. And God will continue doing that until the day you pass on. We have the King of Cups. So they might as well just live with their karma now, right? They might as well just face the music now, right? Because God's love for you, because of who you are to Him, it will never change, beloved. God will always save you, deliver you, save you, deliver you, no matter what. You're gonna live good. You're gonna live well. You're gonna live healthy. You're gonna live happy. You're gonna live peaceful. That is your fate. That is your destiny. That is what they'll never have. And with that truth being said, that was your reading from God, Ra Allah. That was your message from God, Ra Allah, Source the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. And to those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. You will find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.